A historic moment in Singapore, with Trump holding talks with North Korean leader Kim Jong-un. And telling VOA contributor Greta Van Susteren he wants to halt joint U.S.-South Korea military exercises that have been taking place for decades.
We are going to get out of the war games that cost so much money, because I think, number one, it's very provocative, and I want to do it, and I think they're very happy about it because it is so provocative, but it costs a fortune to do it. And we won't do that as long as we're negotiating in good faith.
Some experts were surprised to hear an American president characterize the joint exercises in the same way China and North Korea have described them.
He called it provocative himself, which is not something that any American president, I think, has ever done. It's always been defensive in nature.
South Korea seemed caught off guard by the decision, with a government spokesman saying, quote, "We need to find out the precise meaning or intentions of President Trump's remarks." And a U.S. military spokesman in Korea told reporters troops have received no updated guidance on the execution or cessation of training and would continue with current military posture until they received official word to change course. Some see Trump's decision to halt the military exercises as a setback and a concession.
If you look back earlier this year, Kim Jong-un had made a statement essentially stating that he understood the validity, the legal validity, the need to hold these exercises, and then now we're a few months later where President Trump is saying, well, no, we're getting rid of these exercises. It's been such a huge turn in events without really much action on the North Korean side.
Others disagree, hailing the choice as a bold first step to the ultimate goal of denuclearization.
If taking these actions, and it's just a pause, it's not a concession, we're literally giving nothing. We're simply not taking action here while continuing to train, and we have our capabilities that are not diminished. But if that can lead to a diminishing of threat and lead eventually to a peace treaty, that's definitely something that's in America's interests.
There are 28,500 American troops in South Korea, but only a small fraction, about 3,500 of them, make up the single U.S. combat brigade on the peninsula. Davis suggests Trump could go so far as to make the potential transfer of these troops a negotiating chip in further talks.
What's the purpose of those troops at all? It's to protect us. But if removing those troops can be a component of protecting us even to a greater degree, then that's something we should give serious consideration to.
For now, any change to U.S. troop numbers on the peninsula remains off the negotiating table, as Trump looks to Kim to provide verifiable steps toward denuclearization. Carla Babb, VOA News, the Pentagon.